From today onwards, there's going to be a complete ban on end-of-life vehicles in the national capital. It's a game-changer moment to fight the notorious air pollution in the national capital. It has been an ongoing process, but now there is going to be stringent enforcement. But the question is, there are very many vehicles, outdated vehicles, which are still well maintained by the people. Should they be banned or not? Should these cars have a fitness certificate on the basis of which there should be bans? Let's understand this better. And to understand that and to get more perspective on this topic, I am currently joined by former Deputy Commissioner of the Delhi Transport Department, Mr. Anil Chikara, sir. Sir, how do you see this move in the first place? Do you think age-related banning makes sense, is productive?
I do understand that this movement, CAQM movement and Delhi government movement, I welcome their steps, because ultimately this environment is notorious in Delhi, and it is creating a bad impression throughout the world.
Right. We know that 15 years, petrol cars which are over 15 years and diesel cars over 10 years are banned right now because they contribute to 28% of the PM 2.5 levels. These are extremely toxic. But still, sir, the common public, they are telling us that, we maintain our cars. There are so many new cars also which are not well maintained, and they too emit toxic emissions. Shouldn't they be banned?
Yeah, it requires deliberation. It requires deliberation on merit. And the Motor Vehicle Act, because there are two things. One is Motor Vehicle Act and another is a CAQM directions for Delhi. So as far as Motor Vehicle Act and rules are concerned, so they give another life. Like 15 year is the age, and based upon their roadworthiness condition, they extend it to next 5 years. So the same thing is, and it is available throughout the country, but not for Delhi. But I know a lot of people are complaining us that without listening and without judging our roadworthiness or the vehicle maintenance, so our vehicles are being scrapped. So I do have a sympathy on them, and yes, I.
Do you think the cars should have a fitness assessment certificate as well of the car?
Actually, Ministry of Road Transport has also asked Delhi government some time back. I'm talking about 2019, and I got a message that from Ministry of Road Transport that the regime which is available throughout the country, the same we can do in Delhi if Delhi government allows. So at that time, I took up this matter to our ministers also. So, but they were not in a mood to consider the Ministry of Road Transport where vehicle is checked through automated fitness system, and if they are found okay, then they are given the another 5-year age.
Right. So you were the Deputy Commissioner of the Transport Department when the trial run took place. So, since December 2024 till now, almost 44,000 EOL vehicles have been impounded as part of the trial project of banning the outdated vehicles. What kind of challenges did you face then? Right now, we have been checking all these fuel stations, and we are seeing, improper infrastructure. We are seeing the ANPR cameras have been installed, but the sensor is missing. Or the staff at the fuel stations, they are not trained to operate. They don't know how to go about this whole process of denying fuel to the vehicle owners. What challenges did you face?
I believe that this will be a big challenge for the government, and with the petrol pump also. The petrol pump dealers, they are saying that we have a lot of, vehicle footfall. So, and they are not able to serve them. In between, they are to segregate that you will not give the fuel to it. Then there will be argument, and it will create some sort of impediment in their business. And they had been taking it up to our government. But I believe that if today is the first day, but in next few days, they will be trained and some SOP will be made, and and public will also understand. So first of all, we require awareness people that not to take up these vehicles in on the roads.
So, of course, there are cars coming from neighboring states as well, and say car coming from Uttar Pradesh or Lucknow, and they are not aware about this change that is happening on ground. So they will fall prey to, of their cars getting scrapped or them getting penalized. What is the way forward to that?
Basically, in one country, one law should be there. When for Delhi, there's a special law, and while they are coming, maybe I know the person who are coming for emergency. They had a very serious patient in their car, but the car was lifted. So these things will happen. So it requires full-fledged deliberation and line of action, and like. Catching the vehicle arbitrarily, and secondly, if these people are not aware, of other state vehicle owner, and they come enter in Delhi, and somebody feel that one is coming from Uttarakhand and he has to go to let us say Haryana. So he may be passing through Delhi. So he may say that I'm not coming Delhi destined for Delhi, but I'm going to Haryana. But in between my vehicle is caught hold. So
And for that, we have 126 cameras installed at cities' entry points, along with almost 500 cameras installed, across the fuel stations in Delhi. And now in other NCR regions also, there will be a complete ban from November 1st. So if people are trying to outsmart the authorities and feel like they can go to Gurugram or Sonipat and get fuel, they won't be able to do that from 1st November onwards. But sir, if you talk about the technical issues with the ANPR cameras and the Vahan database, did you personally see any kind of technical challenges, during the trial run?
But first of all, the technical challenge. There are two things. One is operational. Operational, that their ANPR may be recording it, and how much time it take to integrate from Vahan, then issuing the challan. By that time, vehicle goes off. I mean, move from that place. So there will be operational challenges, and secondly is the technical challenge. Technical challenge is that the vehicle roadworthiness or emission level is considered from the tailpipe emission. And tailpipe emission, we check from PUCC, and on road we this transport department had made 35 teams to check the vehicle on road, and their vehicles were equipped with sophisticated machines. But by the time transport department had deputed their manpower to licensing system or other system, and this enforcement of pollution was totally eliminated. I'm talking in last 20 years. So that is unfortunate. If this Delhi government and these pollution teams were created upon the Supreme Court directives that there has to be a special task force for checking the pollution. But Delhi government has deployed all their officers to other places, and this pollution department enforcement is totally, and I don't feel that in last 20 years or so there had been made physical checking of the emission or pollution on the roads. So that would have been created.
How do you think that physical checking?
Physical checking, like what we do.
Like these outdated vehicles, these are essentially BS2, BS3 standards, which are harmful for the environment, right? So banning that, you are saying, is a knee-jerk reaction. There's a root problem that needs to be catered to. Is that what you're trying to convey?
Yes, definitely. Root problem is the pollution. Root problem is the pollution coming out from the actual coming out.
What solution will you recommend?
I had also submitted that we should consider the EOL based upon the actual emission created by the vehicle, not manufacturing time BS 1, 2, 3, 4 norms, because these norms are basically made for manufacturing of the vehicle. For in-use vehicles, the Motor Vehicle Act 190 and CMVR 150, 115 and 116, they give total enforcement and regulatory provisions. So I say that has to be, we should work as per Motor Vehicle Act, and it will be justice to the public. public.
Yeah. And also talking about justice to the public, we see this ban on two-wheelers and four-wheelers, especially for the low-income group people. It is going to be a huge economic burden for them. And what do you think? Will they get any concession when they are going to buy a new vehicle for themselves?
Yes, yes, government has proposed it, and in Delhi, I believe there is government change. So earlier government was also saying that we will give the rebate on COD, and this government has also said that we will give those incentives, and they were talking to increase the incentives. So if we scrap our vehicle, we get a certificate of deposit, then we will be getting subsidies in our road tax, and then there would be subsidy in their GST. And
So there is a silver lining for people out there. And my last question is, it's great that we are talking about vehicular emission. The government is working on war footing to actually fight air pollution at its root. In terms of dust pollution and stubble burning, industrial emissions, and now we know that vehicular emission is the main contributor to the air pollution. But enforcement has been patchy in the recent past. But this ban is going to hopefully, solve the problem to a certain extent, if not completely. But so what happens to those cars once they are scrapped? Do we have proper infrastructure in Delhi, sustainable infrastructure to see those cars, getting scrapped, and where do they really go after that?
I tell you that DPCC, Delhi Pollution Control Board, so they have not allowed vehicle scrap units to be established in Delhi, and because they comes under orange zone, and so that in neighborhood, Haryana, UP, there are 12 or 15 scrap center, and in NCR there may be more than 20. So vehicles are going over there, and but the prices which we are, the vehicle owner are getting. So
But now we are saying that DPCC has begun to, register these proper scrapping facilities in Delhi. Most of these facilities are in the outskirts, in Narela areas, in the outskirts of the national capital. Do you think this ban will not lead to, say, illegal scrapping market?
Illegal scrapping market which Mayapuri used to have. So the problem for illegal scrapping is like they may take your vehicle, and they may also say that we have got your chassis engine number, but they can give it to the criminals. And the Delhi police has also told that a lot of vehicles which are meant for scrapped, they are used for the criminal activities. So this is totally illegal that we give these vehicles to these scrap agents.
So we need more registered scrapping facility,
Definitely.
which is still lacking in the national.
Yeah. And the prices which they are offering like a vehicle which they purchase, let us say by 20,000, and they after making all those segregations, their cost to sell is 80,000. So there's a big margin over them or one particular vehicle. So that margin has to be minimum, and proper compensation to be given to the vehicle owner whose vehicle is scrapped. And we can go into depth of all these causes and effects, and we should also do deliberation and let the stakeholders, which are the public, they should also be considered during the deliberation, and then we should make a final SOP as well as the policy.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. I personally got a way better understanding of this ban and its implications. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. With camera person Mukesh, this is Shreya Ghosh for NDTV.